Okay friends, as you can probably see, this is a game that I'm going to play for a bit on my PlayStation 2 called Dragon Quest VIII, the Journey of the Cursed King. This was released quite a few years ago, but the really took advantage of the power of the PlayStation 2. Really nice graphical output and very interesting artistic design all around. Kind of cell shaded. There's not many cell shaded games for the PlayStation 2 or at all. Probably should be a lot more. I guess a recent one would be Borderlands or something like that, but this was a JRPG, and I usually don't like JRPGs. I find them either too long or they have a lot of grinding. Most of them, you know, most of the popular one we know of the West is obviously the Final Fantasy ones, which really, other than Final Fantasy VII, they were all crap. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate mail for that, but there you go. Final Fantasy is crap. However, Dragon Quest always had this kind of, I don't know, childish simplicity to it, but still with a lot of strategy. It was also a lot more difficult, if I recall, than the Final Fantasies were, and it's got some interesting ways, some interesting concepts to get out of the grind, and you'll probably see in a little bit when I'm going to get into the game. The story-wise, it was never as chaotic or as over the top as the Final Fantasy ones, and that's probably a plus for me, because I never really thought that the storylines of the Final Fantasy ever made any sense, and with Dragon Quest it always pulled itself together much better. So as you can see, the graphics it's still PlayStation 2, but look at the artistic quality. The cell shaded quality really gives it a little bit of an edge compared to other games of its era. Now, I actually got that game for a bargain price, $2 at Target. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. It's actually, I think, a fairly rare game as well. I think it was at the time selling on eBay for about 50-60 bucks, and that's when the PlayStation 3 was already out. So yeah, I don't know, it was a very good value. I never really got around to finishing it just because, you know, life got in the way, as it were. Life, who needs it? Anyways, so the Journey of the Cursed King, and this is just a little bit of a test, and we'll see whether it actually worked, and we'll start playing.